Oh, hi. Sorry, I had to move the stream up like 1.5 hours before because I did not see the what is it called? I did not see. Why is it cut off? Why did not see the what am I doing? I did not see. What did I not see? I did not see the schedule for my D&D session, so yeah. What is this even? I agree. The biggest lie anyone had ever told. I agree to the terms and services. Please, no more updates. Please. If there's updates, I'm gonna have to like rant for like another 30 minutes. Why is it like not checking? Oh my gosh! It's another one of these. Well, I mean, it's fine. We can talk a little bit. We can talk a little bit. So yeah, my sister. Oh, right. I also saw the beta version for Phidon, and honestly, I am very excited for him. Which is the reason why I'm not pulling for anyone until he comes around, in hopes that I might be able to get that 250 pulls like I did with an Axa. Like, if I knew Phidon was coming in 3.4, I probably wouldn't spend that much on like an Axa. But in hindsight, I'm pretty happy with his E2, so like I'm not really that angry. But also, like, I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't save as much, because now I'm gonna have to like farm from the beginning right now. And I'm gonna have to like do all the content that, I mean, to be fair, I'm going to do all the content anyway, but you know, time sometimes doesn't let me. And like, I've been farming for an Axa since I think before Amphorius, so like, or maybe it was around Amphorius. I remember that I saved up for him for like 2 patches, because after I got the Herda, I didn't pull for anyone else until an Axa, which is like probably 1.5 patches also. To be completely fair. I wonder if Finland's gonna be like first half or second half, because like that determines the amount of time I'm going to be able to like farm for more jades. Because I mean, I don't mind spending money on like Phidon, especially because he's so cool and everything. Oh, his attack animations are just really, really cool. I finally get to play Kevin, which is who is not Kevin, who is not Kevin. So yeah, but I would rather not spend any money. If possible, I'd like to get him guarantee. Like, I'd like to get like at least double, which is like 140 wishes, pulls, at least, so that guarantees the kind of like the thing, guarantees the character. But I would also like to get the light cone. Is this done? Is there no more download progress thing? I sure hope not, because I would like to play the game. Thank you very much, game. Okay. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I did play the event yesterday on my phone. The battle event, the Galactic Baseballer event, so I've already done that one, which is really nice. What is this? Yeah. Let us turn off that thing. Let's claim that. What does the Galactic Baseballer have to do? That one? What does these have to do? I don't know. I'm literally right there. I don't... I mean, I can play it later. Wait, what? Claim everything? Claim all. Yep. Let's take care of all these exclamation marks that I do not like. that. Confirm assignment. There we go. Let's take care of all these red exclamation marks because I do not like them. I do not like having them around. This one also. Okay. That's done. I think this is the last one. Because, yeah. Can I? Okay, it's still gonna be there. Do I have to play it to like... hello, Cact. I tried to do the new event yesterday. It took me from lunch to dinner. Yeah, it is so long. I have like 2 more. But I'm not gonna do it on stream. Because it takes so long to do that. It is pretty fun. Well, I mean, it's pretty meh, to be completely honest. It's just like a fighting game. But yeah. Hello, by the way. I'm gonna do the quest. Where is the quest? L3? View story recap. Okay.
Following the advice of the Chrysos heirs, I embarked on the trial of time. Only to learn that I had been dead.
Is this new story?
Is
this new voice?
To reclaim the future that had been stolen from me, we pushed onward in pursuit of the Death Titan, Thanatos.
Is this the Trailblazer's new voice? When I have different opinions on what's fun, I low-key nearly fell asleep. To be fair, I played it while I was working, so like I was doing something else while playing the game, so I didn't really know what's fun and what's not fun. I was working, and then if there's a level up, I would just choose one of them, and I'd continue working, and I'd do that again. So like technically, when I say it's fun, I meant I don't know what the game's about. Don't want to get spoiled yet. Okay, yeah, they recast it because of the strike. Yeah, I heard, but like I didn't realize that it's gonna be like this version. Okay, thank you for the lurk, by the way.
Meanwhile, Anaxa, one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany, broke free from the surveillance of the Golden Threads.
His voice feels like a bit more
from the Council of Elders.
A lot more, actually.
After winning
a lot.
The Council's trust,
deeper
he ascended Dawn Cloud with
than
Cersei
the
as
one before.
Titan who resided within him, and sought an audience with Kefali, the world-bearing Titan. To obtain information about the entrance to the Nether Realm, Castris had no choice but to support the Council of Elders in proposing a pause in the flame chase journey. With the aid of the demigod Cypher, she set out for the
Why does
ancient
he
city
sound
of the
like he's
dead
annoyed?
dragon,
With the
Styx.
aid of the demigod Cypher. Okay, it's fine, it's fine.
Castris successfully recreated the dead dragon Pollux via
See, he's like
and used its
accenting on
power
like
to
a
return
few
to the
syllables. That's
Netherrealm,
like
where
Caster
she
successfully
faced
recreated the
Thanatos,
dead
the
dragon.
Death Titan. She returned both the Titan's core flame and the stolen future, restoring the cycle of life and
It is
death
such a
in
shame.
Euphorius.
Honestly, I like Caleb Yen's voice for Trailblazer.
Anax's
I'm
soul
sad,
met
but also like
Castris
I
in the
understand.
Netherrealm, where he proved his hypothesis regarding creation. At the Citizens' Assembly, he cast a pivotal vote and used the charge of blasphemy.
Okay.
After returning Cersei's core flame, Anax's physical body completely disappeared.
So he's dead,
This-
technically?
The flame chase journey neared its conclusion, and all eyes turned skyward.
Let me also turn on Wi-Fi so that, yeah. Okay. Let's go start the mission.
Time for a break. Silent mode activated.
Let me take care of my team lineup. Quick lineup. Honestly, I could just go with Trailblazer. Or maybe no, I'll just do this one. You know, it's fine. Are we at the edge? Oh. Are we at the edge here? Collect your thoughts. Thanatos' and Cersei's core flames have been returned. Sometime after that, the 12 constellation hover above, overlooking the vortex of Genesis. This is honestly a pretty cool angle. Not a cool artwork, but I would like to use that as reference. The 12 constellations hover above, overlooking the vortex of Genesis. They embody the 12 Amphorian deities, fate, foundation, creations, and calamity of this world. Now, 10 among them have fallen. Their core flames return to the origin of Genesis. Above you, the constellations shimmer, their brilliance echoing the faint slumber of each titan. And you have experienced 4 ascensions and 4 partings. Let's hear them all. The Lance of Fury once became the Mad King, plunging the world into ceaseless strife until your valor brought it to an end. Bro, okay. And its demigod successor, the undying Mighty-Most, chose to bear the title of Kremnos alone, returning home to be crowned as the last line of defense for the Holy City. Mighty-Most, mighty, may your battles know no defeat. Time. Back then, the incarnation of time entrusted Mem to you at Temple of the Three Fates. Back then, the lively girl with red hair fulfilled her mission and bid the first farewell. Time speaks not of fairness, yet it never stops. And now, this power resides in your hands. See you tomorrow, Trian. Oh, Trian. See you tomorrow. Not long ago, the head of the Grove Sages helped you repel the menace that is the Black Tide. And still not long past, that unruly scholar staged one grand performance, granting you a glimpse of this world's truth at the cost of his life. Oh, the incarnation of reason, at edge of existence, have you found your answer? The prophecy once made the hand of shadow choose two, granting one the fate of death. Yet their bond wove a hauntingly beautiful tale that stretched across time. At the end, the incarnation of death, who journeyed from the nether realm to the living world, chose to remain in the sea of flowers, retrieving your future. At the end of the west wind, we shall meet again, Casterus. Why is Anaxa the only one that doesn't have his name mentioned? Time and time again, farewells have numbed you. You can't help but wonder, how many more goodbyes will the journey of trailblazing entail? You question whether you'll be able to express each goodbye with heartfelt emotion. Your thoughts sink into the ocean. You recall how the Amphorians cherish epics, using stories to soothe their sorrows. Perhaps you should embrace this way to dispel your melancholy and regain your strength. Then let it begin. Countless words of adventure surge through your mind. You only need to grasp just one to anchor your creation. What the? Don't be influenced by the noise outside. Just focus on the keyword in your mind. It is indeed difficult, but you should still cling tightly to your inspiration, weaving heartfelt and elegant verses. Alright, this is an impossible task. Just one glance at your phone, it won't disturb your thoughts, or so you tell yourself. What is he doing? Oh, Cypher. Grey Mystery. Last time in Stinksia, 0 time for treasure hunting. Absolute disaster. Now the River of Souls mostly retreated. I'm back, baby. In the water. A big shiny chest. I can't use the miracle orb and I can't wade through. Your power time is needed now. 70-30 split. 70 for you and 30. Okay? Exactly. 30 for you and 70 for me. What the? Details, get here and we'll talk. Okay, Cypher, whatever you say. You must admit, even during this arduous and struggling low point, there are still those who live joyfully. Cypher's endless, surging desire for wealth seems more turbulent than the waters of Scale Gorge worst waterscape. Forget the past for now, it only brings sorrow. But sadness has no place in this moment. What you need is the drive to move forward. You decide to head to Styxia, where this River of Souls is no longer blocked, to meet up with Catgirl. Hopefully those glittering, clinking trinkets will, as always, lift your spirits. Hopefully they will. Hopefully they give me jades. If they give me jades, I'm gonna be happy.
Oh, Styxia's moonlight is so beautiful, and the River of Souls is so quiet. It's like everything that happened was just a dream. I wonder if Cass is doing okay on the other side. If I write a letter and put it in a drift bottle, will she be able to read it?
Now's not the time to feel down.
You're right. We promised Cass that we continue the flame chase journey, so we can't let her worry. Now's not the time to feel down. We gotta pull ourselves together. By the way, it was Miss Cypher who asked us to come here. But where has she gone? Huh?
What's that sound? Is there someone else here?
Yes, and this aura feels so familiar. Let's go check it out together. Be very careful. I have a bad feeling about this.
Up. Okay. Let's go and see what this is all about. Oh,
Hey, what's that on the ground? Should we pick it up? Careful, careful. It's a piece
oh
of
no,
black
the
cloth.
Flame Reaver.
Now, where have I seen this before? What? How could they be here? Mimi! Look out!
Oh, bro is here. You want the pink puppy, don't you? Is it finally time for me to bow out?
What? Now I'm sad. This isn't the time for jokes. Let's try our best to deal with them for now, and we'll slip into the past with time's power as soon as we can.
The River of Souls.
Why? What's with this close up? And why? This, like, what's with the close up with the sword? There's like a, you know, the sign, the sword sign thingy. It's like, I mean, I know the theories of the Flame Reaver being fine on all over the place, but like, they're so intentional with this. If we focus on this, it's like that symbol, that sun symbol thingy, it's like literally on Finon's clothing.
Is full of fish, big and delicious.
What the actual heck are you
What?
talking about?
The flame chase journey stops. Meow, meow.
What the? What? Meow meow. Cat.
Meow?
Stops. What did I choose? What's happening?
Sorry, I couldn't pass on the chance to give you two a good scare.
Can I throw a rock at her? This cipher must be fake too. Run.
I'm the real Cypher. The real one. Come on, don't be upset. I'm just giving you a kind reminder that Emphorius isn't safe at all. The whole place is full of dangers, including that swordmaster. Make sure you stay on your toes, no matter where you are.
Sure, sure. I thought I forgot to close the window again. I didn't. So you're playing both good cop and bad cop.
Hey, I'm just making it up to you. You'd do the same in my shoes.
So, was that a Flame Reaver disguise? Or a magic trick? It looked so real. Is that the power of the trickery demigod?
Disguise? No. It's not as simple as that. Let me think about how to explain this. For example, what did you think when you realized that piece of cloth came from the Flame Reaver's cloak?
We thought that maybe the Flame Reaver was around here somewhere?
That's right. And then you heard some footsteps. What did you think when that happened?
Well, we thought it must be the Flame Reaver coming this way.
Yep, exactly. I just used some hints and, Mental suggestions to help you believe in a lie.
Illusions?
Lies are what Zagreus is best at. If everyone believes in a lie, then it becomes reality.
That is true, yeah.
Power to make lies into reality? That's got
Honestly,
all
that
my
is
hairs
true, yeah,
standing up.
somewhat. Now I know your secret, and you're telling us just like that?
You think I might be lying? No need. The seamstress trusts you for a reason. Someone as honest as you couldn't trick me even if you wanted to. So, there's no harm in telling you. Besides, we still need to team up to go treasure hunting, right? Let's wrap up here. It's time to get going. Oh, was that your teleslate?
Oh, what's up? Oh, hi, Kevin. Fine on, I mean. Did you rest well? I came during lucid hour and you seemed asleep, so I didn't wake you up. But in current circumstances, I can't stay idle. Feel it's time to continue our training. Let's go to the grove, shall we?
Aren't you a popular one? But I got two first, so help me with the treasures, and then I'll send you two to the grove.
Okay. Why do you need so much money anyway?
Curiosity killed the cat, you know. Do you think I'll spend it all? That's so not why I hunt for treasures. Don't forget, I'm a demigod too. And there's a line reserved for me in that stupid prophecy as well. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change.
Oh my gosh.
But I don't believe in that. As long as I keep collecting treasures, then I won't need to care about petty change. And as long as I don't hurt other people when I get what I want, I won't be walking with greed. Right? Isn't that simple?
Okay,
So,
whatever you say,
as long
miss.
as I keep going down this path, all those predestined prophecies and fates will never catch up to me. That was a long speech. I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't gonna float up on their own. Come on, Grey Mystery. Show me what the authority of time can do.
Sure.
So, this is the car of the Astral Express you've spoken of. My repository of memories has been enriched with another fascinating piece of information. Thank you for leading me here, Lord Donhong.
Oh, why are you not voiced? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's not get angry. It's fine. It's normal. I'm surprised a council elder like yourself would be willing to journey so far to inspect the express.
Archimans hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origins, I'm sure more would be intrigued by the Trailblaze. Sadly, discussions about the world beyond the sky remain taboo. It's been quite some time since you first arrived in Akima. Presumably, you've been looking for a way to leave ever since.
Duh. I've been actively gathering clues and testing different things. Sadly, the more I found out, the more powerless I feel.
Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord. This puzzle has stumped Amphorius' scholars for centuries. It isn't something you can solve overnight, even someone as gifted as yourself.
In the Grove, I discovered extensive research on the Sky Titan. It appears that many scholars from Amphorius believe the taboo against the world beyond the sky stemmed from a curse cast by Aglaea.
Exactly. Of the 12 Titans of Amphorius, Aglaea is known for being the most capricious.
Capricious, okay.
The weather itself reflects their mood. Tranquil sunshine, mournful rain. Aquila's breath is a brisk wind, and their cries resound as thunder in a storm.
Additionally, Aquila is one of the two titans whose core flames have yet to be
The
returned.
sky above affects every citizen. It's clear that Lady Aglaea's decision to confront Aquila at the end of the flame chase journey was a carefully considered strategy.
Yeah, because if suddenly Aquila decides to get angry, then, well, maybe we won't have a sky anymore. If returning Aquila's core flames can break the sky's curse, we won't have to exhaust ourselves searching for a way back. We can simply focus on aiding the Christos heirs.
Antikytherans have no home to return to, so I understand your concern for your old friends and homeland. I used Antikytheran technology, or scanning, as you might call it, to assess this car. Assuming my judgment is correct, I might be able to conduct a thorough overhaul of its power systems.
Okay. Really? But
Of course, that's only if you, my lord, permit me to interact with it.
by all means, please proceed. But be careful. The Express's thrusters are extremely delicate.
You honor me with your trust. I will be very careful.
I will be the most careful, Mr. Danheng. Ligas carefully scans the damaged propulsion problem, then methodically began inspecting its components. So? What's up? This is unbelievable. You seem to understand its structure perfectly. Have you repaired something like this before?
Not exactly. But we Antikytherans are inherently sensitive to machinery. Carefully endowed our kind with a unique advantage for analyzing and learning.
Okay.
If you give me some time, I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. Then you and your esteemed companion could set off on your return journey sooner.
Okay. But isn't the real issue with Aquila?
Hypothetically, Lord Danheng, if I could open up a path out of Amphorius that circumvents Aquila's divine punishment. Would you consider ceasing your support for the flame chase journey?
What are you talking about, Mr. Ligas? I don't understand. Does the Council of Other Elders possess some secret means counteracting divine punishment?
It's best if you don't delve too deeply into that question, my lord. All you need to know is, I can make it happen.
Maybe this is not a decision by the Council Elder, but rather his personal will. Yeah, who is this Ligas
The
dude?
crucial point is, if you and your companion are unwilling to halt your support for the Chrysos heirs, it could offend certain interests.
Forgive me, Lord Ligas, but I must be frank. When visiting Downcloud, I reviewed the records of many council elders. Among them, only your background was nearly blank. I'd like to accept your goodwill, but given such a mysterious background motives, anyone cautious would have doubt.
Your prudence impresses me, just as expected.
So who are you exactly, sir? Are these people... Is this a trap? Is that why you accompanied me here?
Please don't misunderstand, Lord Danheng. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to obstruct them. I am neutral. Out of respect for you, I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure the safety of you and your companion.
1 against 4 then. Just to confirm. If things turn ugly later, will you help?
I will not. As I said, I remain neutral.
Who are these people though?
Are you asking this because you plan to refuse my offer and continue supporting the Chrysos heirs?
You weren't wrong about one thing. Lord Lygus, indeed, we must try to return to our companions. But our companions now also include the flame-chasing Chrysos heirs. The Nameless cannot and will not ignore the fate of our companions. Ooh, okay. Who are these people, though?
So I see. This is what you call trailblazing.
When I asked if you'd help, I meant the ones who need help are them. That's such a power move, though. The ones who need help are them, not me. Call an ambulance, but for them and not for me.
You have such overwhelming power, so why? Answer me. Why do you stand
You
in
fighting
our
with him
way?
again?
Why do you want to take the core flames?
Oh no! He can't hold on anymore! Drag him back here, friend!
Oh my gosh, sir, you good?
Are you okay?
I'm okay. I can handle that kind of hit now. But a few months ago, that would have knocked me out.
Yeah, well, if I had passed out, that would have been it. Always keeping me on the edge.
Thanks for worrying, buddy. Thanks for the help. To face Aglaea and other potential threats, I must sharpen myself with the most aggressive methods.
Are you sure?
Even so, it's impressive you thought of this training method. Battling the phantoms of the past in the River of Time? It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards describe.
Oh, so that flame weaver was
Working
a
pretty
mirror
well,
of time. Okay.
wouldn't you say? But combat isn't just about strength and skill. You also need the right weapon. Compared to that guy's weapon, mine feels like I'm swinging a lump of iron. I can't tell you how many swords I've gone through since the training began.
These swords of. Why not get cartoonists to help?
Don't worry, I've already arranged that. Of course I need him. I asked him to make a suitable divine weapon for me. It's a little embarrassing to say this, but in order to help me, he deliberately turned down all other business.
Cortona said, "Fine on.
This is part of this flame chase journey after all.
You
Full
are
of energy."
special, so I shall say no to everyone else, but you."
Thinking about how he's been recently, maybe you're right.
But, Finon, I've been somewhat concerned about you. Lately, you seem more and more fixated on that Swordmaster in black.
That's quite the sudden shift in topic.
I've been holding this question in for a long time. You're getting stronger, but seeds of unrest are also growing in me.
Don't worry. I'm not wielding my sword for revenge. He's been through Nikador's trial and understands. Those who can't walk out of the shadows of their past are ultimately weak.
Yep, okay.
Times have changed. The responsibility I bear is both precious and fragile. I wield my sword for the future of Amphorius. I will not let hatred cloud my judgment again and neglect my duties.
But you can't be. Okay.
I'm
You've really
far
grown.
from finished. I must continue sharpening my skills.
until I can match their strength. Every time I say something, things get so serious. I don't want to be the person who keeps bringing the mood down. I'm out of energy for training today. How about we go to the library of Philia to lighten the mood?
Oh my gosh, the library.
Sure, that's what I've been looking forward to. We deserve to enjoy ourselves after all the hard work. Today, I'm definitely going to...
What were you reading before?
A girl's little secret. Don't pry.
Oh my gosh, what were you reading?
That's the charm of this place. You can find whatever you're into here. The three of us might not be into scholarly books, but we could still spend an entire day at the library of Philia.
Okay, where do we go now? Yeah, okay. There we
Here
go.
we are. Where was that slate last time? Was it here? Or maybe over here? I'm up to have some fun. It's free time now, so you should relax too.
Over the past few months, you've come here more than once, fishing out small pieces of essence from the ocean of knowledge that best suits your taste. You're quite relieved that Dan Heng isn't around. No one will be there to judge your reading tastes. The scroll at hand shows a line of small text. Non-standard reading material. Please return to its original place after borrowing. Do not let any Grove professor discover it. 10 exclamation marks. It seems that the scholars of the Grove, amidst their profound academic discussions, haven't forgotten their little hobbies. So, which reading material will you pursue? Oh my gosh. One Punch God. One Punch. Okay. Sorry I'm late. I used the power of Cognos Bloom to climb over the vines, rushing to the classroom and nervously pulling over the door, only to make eye contact with the person I had an appointment with. The professor, barely over 30, was leaning casually against a stone lectern, loose and relaxed. The scholar's robe gleamed bright in the dim light of the Evernight, giving off an almost divine aura. The first class and already late. Looks like someone is eager to meet Thanatos. In other words, this was our first one-on-one lesson, and I just totally blew it from the start. Probably even Circe would have felt embarrassed looking at such a sorry scene. Luckily, I had already come up with a plan. Sorry, Professor. I'll do anything to make it up to you. Anything? Well, please, I hope you'll be lenient. At these words, the professor's face broke into a charming smile. Then, I want you to teach me. Oh wait, Professor? I want you to break down the points in this paper, word by word, and explain them to me slowly. Although there was no mirror here, I could guess that my face had turned red from the sudden and direct request. What the? But, Professor, I'm still just a student intern. Isn't it a bit too early for me to do something like this? What is up? Okay. I finally worked up the courage to say it. Do you want me to waste this lesson I prepared? You fool. At least wait until after class. What? If that's what you prefer, then fine. But don't forget, I still haven't forgiven you. So what should we study first today? Why don't we peruse this academic journal? I think they recently published a paper on the patterns of natural numbers. Sounds good. Come on, let's have a look. The research paper was immensely valuable, but I couldn't even grasp the basic arguments, as I was too deeply engrossed in the professor's sharp gaze. Okay. He looked so rational when he was immersed in numbers. Nothing less than I expect from the professor I cherished so much. After that, we experienced an enriching lesson. We wandered through the classical literature exhibition, eagerly absorbing the newly compiled Titan Faith studies. Finally, we lingered in the dreams woven by the latest works of the Erythroceramism school. So much so that we completely forgot. The bell signaling the curtain fall hour rang, and we looked at each other. Class was over. More than once, I had resented time for its seemingly linear flow, yet I remained powerless to interfere with it. The professor looked at me and paused for a moment, and, as if making some kind of decision, then murmured, "Take out your paper. I'll help you revise it." "Really? You mean it?" "Yes, you are a student I take great pride in. I've been considering this for a long time." "Professor, let me understand your thoughts, your research, your everything." Okay. No further words were needed. Two seekers of knowledge, driven by instinct, began their deep exploration of ideas. At that moment, we had yet to realize that after this lesson, another name would appear in the acknowledgement of the paper. And in the end, this would be the very spark that led to the founding of our academic symposium. After finishing this mind-shaking piece, only one image remains in your mind. The Express. Well, phone. What? For a young Stellaron host, this type of literature remains far too ahead of its time. What the heck? Forbidden Love, the Tree and the Butterfly. She wandered through the flower sea, searching for a glimpse of those fluttering butterfly wings, but without success. Sir, I've heard that every flower has its own floriography. Generally speaking, that perception is correct. She heard the voice but couldn't see the speaker, yet Circes paid it no mind. She calmly responded to her most special student while scanning her surroundings. "What is your floriography?" "I'm afraid I'm not a flower, but a tree." Okay. Evidently, this answer failed to satisfy the other party. A sound mingled with the satisfaction and disappointment reached her ears, prompting her to add another remark. "Well, if we're just speaking metaphorically, I suppose it would be intelligence." However, her objective was nearly accomplished. It should be around here somewhere. Now, she just needs to find some bait to draw her out. Intellectual, yet also romantic. Perhaps it's because I hibernate. You see, in my long dreams, I've made promises to countless lovers. Really? The butterfly-winged girl suddenly arose from the thicket before Circes, staring her slightly. After all, at this moment, the distance between them was virtually non-existent. Gazing directly at Nestia's face, allowing the light reflecting from her lips to pass through her eyes, a hint of crimson flashed across Circe's face, almost imperceptible to onlookers. Of course, her composure wavered for only a moment. Then Circe wrapped her arms around the girl's waist and, as if pulling up a radish from the ground, gently lifted her from the flower thicket. "Of course not. Taught you now." Placing her on the ground, the giant tree's incarnation gently stroked the butterfly's wings with the edges of her leaves, confirming the other's normal state before slowly withdrawing. "So, now will you tell me? Why have you been avoiding me?" "Would you two please refrain from frolicking in my Antilla garden?" A cold voice unreasonably interrupts their thoughts. Indeed, for the garden's master, the incarnation of death, such a lively atmosphere was truly something akin to a natural enemy. "Sorry, we'll leave at once. Thank you for listening to my troubles, Madam Thanatos. Sir? Let's return to the grove." "Sorry, Than, for troubling you. Honestly, you two are, alas, but Circes. You must be aware now, right?" What is up with these books? A bitter sensation spread in her mouth once more. Circes remained silent, merely nodding as she bid farewell to her old friend. On the way back to the grove, Nestia remained completely silent. After one unsuccessful attempt to question her, Circe struggled to find another opportunity to speak and simply focus on the path ahead. Voices of gossip reached them, causing irritation. "A genius? So what? She's just so terrifying." A stern figure approached rapidly. It was someone, the source of the irritation. Nestia offered Circe a smile, then turned and walked away. That person cast a sharp glance in the direction of the butterfly-winged girl's departure, and shifted his gaze back to Circe's. First came perfunctory reports and spiritless small talks, then escalation to arguments that resembled personal attacks. "Do you truly understand? I don't need to. Let me be direct, Circe. To romance a student, to even your own creation, don't you find that Okay. This was the first time the embodiment of reason allowed emotions to govern her mind. The sensation left on her palm as if it would scorch through the heart of the tree. From nearby came the sound of running footsteps, familiar, somewhat strange. Cersei wanted to give chase immediately, but the words echoing in her ears tripped her steps. She was indeed somewhat distracted, allowing the girl's image to surface and fade into her mind repeatedly. When her resolve crystallized, the third curtain fall hour had slipped by. The personification of Giant 3 approached the gilded chrysalis, cried her beloved's name, then stilled, as if she was broken. The traces left by the butterfly-winged girl who dwelled here were all but erased upon the foliage of Maiden's first and final love letter. Okay. I love you, Cersei. I have already received the graduation gift after all, so forget me. What the? That's it? Nothing else? This love story abruptly ends at its worst moment. Whether the author lost motivation to continue or some urgent situation occurred remains unknown. What the actual heck is going on? If it would allow the brain weaver is fully responsible, what the heck? One punch god, a killer. Okay. Brushing off the dust that had settled on him, he adjusted his attire and stood firm, facing the giant eagle in a tense standoff. So you think you're something special just because you defeated the silent Gyorios. Mortal, heed my advice. The God King remained silent, gazing into Achilles' 1,000 eyes. Slowly, he raised his right arm, 4 fingers pressed together, and with a simple motion, he lightly waved at the colossal being before him. Arrogant fool, you will pay the price for your insolence. Achilles' fury erupted, their towering form radiating intense heat. In an instant, their massive wings vibrated at an imperceptible speed. 1,000 razor-sharp feathers shot forth like swords. Oh gosh, hurtling straight towards the God King. As everyone knows, the feathers of the Sky Titans can pierce through iron and steel. Let alone mortal flesh. Their sheer density left no room to evade. The violent storm of lethal blades closed in, and time itself seemed to freeze. Aquila enhanced their reflexes, predicting movements. Okay, noticing the god. Okay. This seems like... This is so long for, like, an action. Your favorite. This article leaves you feeling empowered as if the author's one-punch god incarnate. Sky and kill it, that's nothing. Okay. Okay. I wonder what Fine and Mem are reading.
Take a closer look.
Oh, it is voiced. You know, it's funny that this is called a library because I cannot see any books around here. Or slates or anything. It's just an empty place.
Month of cultivation, curtain fall hour, a time to feast on... Oh, but then again, are there even any spots left to fish in Emporius these days?
Are you into fishing?
You scared me! Bursting into someone's world like that can really catch them off guard. Well, no more jokes. There's nothing here. I'll go look elsewhere.
Something's odd about Mem. What are they flipping through?
Okay, let's see what Finon's looking at first, because this one's optional, and I would like to know.
Oh, I thought I felt a draft just now. Peeking isn't polite, my friend.
Just curious what you're reading.
You could have just asked. There's nothing embarrassing about it. Here, look, I'm reading this. Antiques Appraisal. How to make a fortune.
Hello, Tabs! Didn't know you were into this. Maybe it's time to find a different side gig.
No way. I've invested almost all my savings into this hobby.
Are you kidding me?
I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaea became such an effective leader. Beyond the intangible qualities like personality and ethics, a major reason is her family wealth. That's the perk of growing up in a big city, isn't it? For those of us in the sticks, luck doesn't come as easily. It's 30% grind, 70% fate.
And 15% luck, I get it.
Talk too much. As a leader, you need both integrity and integrity and skill.
Just say it. You want to be rich. Bro wants to be rich. Okay, bro. Let's see what Mem's up to.
Oh, these cards are so detailed and fine. Ruler, Weaver.
Is she looking at tarot?
Traveler. But the interpretation for each card is so long.
No, she's looking at
Do I
tarot.
have to
Like at least the tarot version, the Honkai style version of tarot cards. Ruler fits me pretty well. Use them flexibly, don't just memorize, yeah.
What a coincidence! We meet again. Guess we're fated to be together, huh?
Why do I seem like I recognize Mem's voice? I know that she's been around since like 3.0, but like... no. Who is the English VA? Do we not know? We don't know. I don't think we know. Or at least I couldn't find it.
But you must be busy, so I won't bother you for now. Hope your day, every day, is joyful.
So suspicious. Not like their usual self.
Can we talk to him again?
I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaea
Oh,
has the perk of... Oops, talk to...
Okay.
You sure are persistent. All right. I'm totally helpless against your charm.
What are you guys chatting about? Is this... the Amphorius Divination Compendium?
Why are you here too?
We're all curious about you, Mem.
Sorry, seeing you two chasing each other around, I suddenly found my book not that appealing anymore. Never thought Mem would be into divination. But it's not exactly a niche hobby. So why all the secrecy?
I wanted to set up a surprise. Master it in secret and give you all a shock. But getting caught halfway through, it's only natural I'd feel shy. A girl's heart is more delicate than Aquila's ever-changing moods.
Yeah, we all nosy to see what Mem is doing. We all are.
A surprise, huh? Someone else used to tell me the same. She was really good at stargazing.
Has anyone
divination,
speculated
especially with
what or
cards.
who Mem is?
Yeah, just like the ones you're looking at.
And you must be pretty familiar with all sorts of divination techniques with a friend like that.
Wait, what? Someone else used to tell me the same. She was really good at stargazing divinations, especially with cards. Yeah, just like the ones you're looking at.
No, I know nothing about it. I've never really believed in using cards or bones to predict the future.
Is he talking about Cyrene?
If the good omens foretold by divination were true, my hometown, Heidi's Elysia, wouldn't have disappeared.
I remember that one time, I don't know, it was a cutscene or like a flashback or something, where it was like, this is your card, the hero, or something along those
Don't
lines.
forget, we've got Lady Trina. Every other form of divination is just smoke and mirrors or cleverly rehearsed tricks compared to her flawless prophecies.
The most obvious guess is Cyrene, but no other name really pops up. You guys forgot one other name. The name is Elysia. Who is like same as Cyrene. To be fair, it's the same as Cyrene. A little faith in these things isn't bad sometimes. It should be approached with a critical eye.
To me,
Yeah,
divination
Cyrene.
could be a power that guides our spirits.
I think it is. I mean, don't they have the same Japanese VA? I think. what's the name? Elysia and Mem?
They always
Am I
cast
wrong?
a shadow in front of us, clouding our view of the future. That's why people turn to divination. It's just to find a small reason to give them courage to face the unknown.
What if divination predicts something bad?
Divination is only meaningful when there are both good and bad outcomes. Even bad omens serve as guidance. They can help keep us alert, right?
Strange. That person I knew used to say similar things. Looking back, whenever she interpreted a card for me, I couldn't help but feel uneasy. Even though I never believed in the outcomes. Maybe it was her tone. Cyrene. She could paint a complete fantasy so vividly, it utterly captivated me as a child.
Oh my gosh.
Right, I still carry a card she once used. Do you want to see it?
Sure.
Oh, wow! It's so exquisite! I'd love to have a card like that.
Wow, I wonder why it looks exactly like you, bro. Then gotta craft a mem specific deck.
Oh, now that you mention it, yes. It would be even better if it were made of, say, crystal.
Speaking of which, partner, there's
Partner?
something I haven't shared with you all. Remember our first trip to the temple?
Oh, what's up?
Who's there?
Why he's so angry suddenly? Oh, people.
You are...
Mem got expensive taste cheese. Assassin! Save me! Oh. Nice cosplay.
These folks are up to no good.
Black clothing. Masks decorated with golden blood. Are they cleaners?
To directly call us by our name, it seems you, Lord Finan, have studied the forgotten history of Amphorius quite thoroughly.
What's being cleaned? Clothes or cars?
Your friend seems quite interested in us. Perhaps you could explain, Lord Finan. It would be the polite thing. We can't let our esteemed guests pass away without understanding.
The actual heck?
During the Chrysos War, to combat the Chrysos heirs, several cities formed an underground assassin squad called the Cleaners. Their task was to erase anyone with golden blood from existence. Assassination, poisoning, political persecution. They would do anything to achieve their objective.
Well, this historical perspective seems biased, glossing over the Chrysos heirs' abuse of divine powers and their blatant initiation of war in order
You know, that
to
lady in the back was so ready to fight. Like, girl, calm down. We're just talking. Put down your knife. we can fight later.
Could you disclose the name of the author behind this popular legend, Lord Finan? I'd hate for the innocent to...
You should have stayed buried in the dust of history. The Citizens' Assembly has once again legitimized the mission of the Chrysos heirs. But as for you, not one citizen would cast their vote for you. Executioners lurking in the shadows.
What does it matter? We've long since stopped expecting to be understood.
What? And their blatant initiation in order to...
People have become too accustomed to peace, and they've forgotten the disasters that arose from allowing generations of the Chrysos heirs to rule.
Complete nonsense. Did you really travel all the way to the Grove just to have an argument?
I enjoy dealing with people as straightforward as you, Lord Finan. You've probably figured out why we've come before you.
It's just a handful of you here. Who do you think you're
Keep
fighting?
your cool, partner. They've come out of the shadows, which suggests they have something up their sleeves. All right, let's hear it. What are you hiding? My shoulders might be sore and my sword a tad dull, but it's still enough to slice off your tongues.
Oh, scary. we're into another story. Okay.
How's it going, Cinny? This place fits, doesn't it? It's a bit small, but the lighting
A bit
is
small.
perfect.
Thank you, Lady Treeby.
Oh, hi.
The Twilight Courtyard can be reborn in Akama. Do you like it here too, little Ika?
Little Ika is so round, bro. Oh my gosh. So cute.
It's so bright here. Maybe you should rename it? How about Luminous Courtyard?
Lady Treeby makes a good point. But Twilight Courtyard carries the long history of the descendants of the sky, and I'd like it to continue.
With the thick pony.
Right.
The super duper round and fat ass pony. It's so cute though. Oh my gosh, it's so round.
Even Lady Treeby forgets things.
We just haven't prepared lessons in a while now, so we're a bit rusty. Ah, now we remember. Kremnos and the with Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight striking down the Eye of Twilight, the divine war between Nikador and Aquila, which spanned centuries, came to an end.
Ooh.
Thereafter, the Skyfolk gradually declined. Numerous sky fortresses were abandoned, and their descendants began to establish themselves on the land.
No regrets pulling for Ika and Hyacinth, I guess. It is.
Those
Honestly,
descended
yeah.
from
If I
Seleucid
didn't
the
want
Day Thunder
Finon
Knight,
so
who
much, I
welcomed
probably
many
would have
scholars
pulled
and
for
their
Hyacinth
citizens
too.
and established the Twilight Courtyard in the Grove.
But like, you know, Finon is right there.
The historical records seem slightly at odds with our memories. But the details from
Oh, I forgot. For
Oh my
Lady
gosh,
Treeby,
Ika.
history is more than just
Ika
what
is
on
like
page. It's
so
something you've personally lived through.
perfect to become a plushie, you know? It's so perfect. Like, it's the perfect kind of like character or thing in the game to like become a plushie. Cause like it's so fluffy. Even so cute.
Little Ika loves listening to the stories from the legends. I'm sure you're also imagining one day you'll be as awe-inspiring as the winged beasts by Celiosi's side. That day will come. I believe it. Just keep growing.
Just put a voice box in the plushie and it's perfect. It is so perfect. It's so like soft.
Lord Crediros?
What's up, Kratos?
Miss Hyacinth and Lady Treeby, good to see you're doing all right.
And
I
like
heard
it's
from the citizens you were
the
nearby
wings are
and
so
came to check.
tiny. I don't think it's a pony because there is no horn. It's a Pegasus. Because it only has the wings. Right? Isn't that the logic? The pony is the one with the horn and the Pegasus is the one with the wings. If I'm not mistaken.
doing all right. What's going on, Kratoros?
There's been another violent incident at the market.
Or
A shop
pony
was
is-
smashed and looted.
No, pony
It's the
is-
third time this week.
Is just a normal horse, I think. What? English is weird. Oh right, unicorn is the one with the horn. What is pony then? Yeah, it is Pegasus, I think. What is pony then? Is pony just like a normal horse?
How can
Nothing
this be?
special?
I always thought that with Lady Aglaea here, Akama would remain peaceful.
That was true in the past. But these days, forgive my bluntness, her senses may not be as sharp as they once were.
Pony is small horse, bro. Yeah, well, some days my brain is not working. Some days my brain is not working, and some days, you know, I did not realize pony is small horse. Yeah.
Hecky.
In my opinion,
Wait, let me put a
malevolent forces have noticed
an
the slack in
alarm
the golden
so that I
threads
don't
and
go
are now
over 8
plotting
o'clock.
to exploit the opportunity.
because I do need to finish things relatively quickly. Because I have a D&D session that I completely forgot to look at. Or the schedule, I mean. Go 45. Yeah. The mythical creature. Pony. Listen. It's fine. Okay. Snack opportunity good. Okay.
Citizens Assembly just wrapped up. Why is there still unrest?
The Chrysos heirs won by only one vote, Lady Treby. From my years of experience, a narrow victory often walks hand in hand with unrest.
Yeah, only won by one vote. And simply because Professor Naxa decides to be last person standing and, you know,
Trouble.
do
Miss
something.
Hyacinth, trouble.
Who is she?
Take a breath.
Please, something terrible has happened at Marmorial Palace.
Oh, Clementine kind of fine though.
What is it, Doctor? Calm yourself and talk us through.
Lady Aglaea.
Huh?
It's Lady Aglaea who's...
What is up with her? Moments ago in Marmorial Palace. Hurry up, bro. How long does this quest take? I mean, it's only been an hour, but like...
I still remember. This bath that overlooks the entire palace was built by the Council of Elders 900 years ago.
But like, I'm curious how long it would take.
Its purpose was to commemorate the first flame chase journey, and to remember the heroes who made great sacrifices for Amphorius a millennium ago. Rules were set then. No one was allowed to enter, apart from guests invited by the Goldweaver.
Oh, she knows.
But, I guess, you're no longer pretending to follow the rules, are you, Lady Kindness?
It's 8 hours so far, but for you, Faye, way longer. Sure. Okay. So like 3 streams, I guess, should be enough.
You ageless witch, hiding behind a divine facade to deceive mortals. We've been far too kind with you.
Highness, this lady, like, whatever.
Kind? There's no need to use such a word to cover up your incompetence.
Incompetence! Oh my gosh.
Anaxagoras humiliated all of you before the citizens. If you still had any shred of shame, you'd throw yourselves from Dawn Cloud at the curtainfall hour to salvage the last fragments of your dignity.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Did Aglaea just told them to go jump from, you know? This Aglaea kind of badass though. This old lady, bro. Yeah. This old lady can go to hell.
Demigod, why not gaze into the water's reflection and see the wretched face you wear now?
Why not you do that, old lady? Because like you've been blaming the flame chase. You've been blaming these demigods, and that you do nothing. And all you think about is just
These
like,
are not only blind but also deaf. The cleaners were born for this moment.
like I don't
When
get it.
all
What is
orders,
with you
rules,
and your hate for
laws fail
demigods?
to restrain you, it's time for the dagger to pass
It's
judgment.
literally just like you. Okay, so to be completely honest, this is where the writing probably falls kind of short. They keep on saying that, you know, the demigods abuse their divine powers during the era, the Chrysos Wars, and that's like why people don't trust them. But we don't see that here. If there's like one demigod who does that, I would probably empathize with Kindness more. Like I would be able to understand, like, yeah, okay, look at that guy. That guy is threatening the demigod. You know, that guy, that person is like abusing their divine powers and using it to you know, depress the citizens, and you know, basically doing all that. But none of them do this except for maybe Cypher, who does literally nothing else besides stealing treasures from like not important people anyway, who doesn't hurt anyone. So like I can't empathize with her. I don't. The only thing we can like, can't say anything, but I hear you, Faye. Yeah, 'cause, like, if there is one demigod, like, I don't know, for example, Aglaea, you know, I'm just like, I'm not thinking of any. If, like, Aglaea is like, you know what, forget about the people. Let's just forget about the citizens and just focus on this one thing, and then literally, like, neglect her duties to the citizens of Akima, and, like, you know, see them in trouble, and she's like, whatever, it doesn't do anything. Like, if that happens, then I'd be like, sure, I understand why Kindness hates Aglaea so much. But she's not doing any of that. She's like, good. They say that she's losing her humanity, but all I see is like, well, she's more human than this lady. They keep on telling us things, but they're not showing us. And I'm like, so these politics between the elders and the Chrysos heir just kind of like doesn't make sense. It feels like just a device. It doesn't feel real, you know? Which is like my thing. Which is why like I hate this, like, not this woman.
Give it a try.
Which is why like I hate Kindness so much. Because like, why are you just annoying?
Going toe-to-toe with a demigod? We're not that foolish.
Like, it just feels like just a nuisance, not like an actual obstacle. So true, Kindness is straight up worse than the Black Tide. Yeah, true, like, the Black Tide is kind of like a cosmic danger, like a cosmic disaster that you can't do anything about. Like, it's like natural disasters, you know? You can't do anything about it. You can hate nature, but you can't do anything about it, right? It feels like, so like you understand that happens, but this lady just feels like bad. Just feels plain annoying. Like, just give her more depth and I would like her better. I would probably even understand. I would probably be in her, like, I would probably like be rooting for her in a way, though I know that, you know, we're not gonna win if it's the other side of the protagonists. But like, you know, if she's written better, if she's not just an annoyance, she's even more annoying than the old lady yesterday from Ace Attorney. What's her name? Old Bag. Like,
the dagger isn't at your throat, but
it's just whatever. See, they keep on saying, so look, they keep on saying that Aglaea has lost her humanity or something along those lines. But they're doing this, and it feels like Kindness has less of her humanity than Aglaea does. It's like, I'm just so annoyed, because like...
Your gravest accusation is that my humanity is fading. And you claim my concern for mortal joys and sorrows is nothing but a facade.
Even they're saying it.
If that accusation holds, what makes you think the lives of these civilians will sway me in the slightest?
Okay, they're addressing it. Okay, it makes sense. Okay?
Fine. I'll gladly use a few more words to shatter that demigod facade of yours.
See, like, why does she keep on saying demigod facade? What base does she has to say that? I'm just getting angry now. It's fine.
Like
it's fine.
said,
It's just a game. It's just a story.
You're not only blind, but deaf too. Lately, your control over Akima has weakened. You failed to notice the thefts we arranged in the market, nor did you catch wind of the meetings happening in the Dromus workshop. Plots are unfolding right under your nose, yet you remain indifferent.
Yeah, then why? Why should I care?
Humanity? Fading? Aglaea, why not use your precious golden thread to peer into my thoughts? See if the gift we've so meticulously prepared for you can move that cold demigod heart of yours.
Okay, whatever. I can't comment on every single thing that she says, which sounds stupid in my ears and just plain annoying. Go away, lady. Just like, go away.
I only regret not being more ruthless. Because your evil is beyond cure.
Are you just making Kindness evil for the sake of being evil? Oh, whatever. Let's continue.
You finally figured it out. You have grown dull. I've been holding that image in my mind this whole time to make sure you could see it clearly.
I want you to have this knucklebone talisman, Big Sis. I hope it brings you luck every day.
That girl who can't speak or hear. What if she You know better than anyone what it feels like to lose your sight. Imagine if 1,000 years ago you, already blind, had also lost your voice and hearing in your youth. Would you still have become the Aglaea?
Thank you for following Indonesian 1945. Thank you
Look
for the
at those
follow.
broken, pleading eyes. How disappointing. We
The
overestimated
alert's
your
not
cunning.
having any sound. I have no idea.
If this plan fails, we still have dozens of splendid parting gifts prepared. Demigod, would you like to hear about them?
I thought I could buy some more time.
The heck? That's it?
In these 1,000 years, I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans. From my naive arrogance at the beginning to slowly learning how to guide others.
Is he dying or something?
Now, it's time to let go. I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached this moment. To let my
You will
departure
die
become a
in
path for
a
others to follow.
golden bath or something? Is that her prophecy? The golden bath thing?
Have I done enough? If I embrace that prophecy now and sink into the warmth of these waters,
That's it? You're giving up?
will the wandering wind stop to mourn me? Cyphra?
If she's giving up now, I would be so disappointed. She is cooked. It is at this moment that I really want to throw my controller away, but I can't do it because the controllers are expensive.
Look at this box full of gold and silver treasures. I bet there's stuff here you've never seen.
Okay, I'll see the story through and judge whether it's good or bad.
Come on. As we agreed, I want to buy the most valuable clothes you have.
And also, I think if they've introduced the cleaners since 3.0, I wouldn't be this annoyed at the fact that there are suddenly assassins around here. You know?
Little thief! You've got some nerve, barging into my shop dressed in those tattered rags. What have you brought? Let me see.
Here, take a look. Only the finest goods. See the sapphire? It's even more blue than Fagusa's eye.
Such exquisite luster. I've only seen an ocean's tier of this quality in my mother's treasury.
Wait. You've seen one before. And here I thought I'd leave you speechless. What a letdown.
It's just an old memory. My family estate all burned to ashes long ago. This workshop is what I built from scratch.
Wow. A daughter rebuilding her family business. How admirable. Enough with the jokes. At least you did get to enjoy those luxuries.
Mind your manners, Kitty. Tell me, Cyphra, where did you come from? And how did you acquire these treasures?
I won them fair and square in a bet. Speak up, seamstress. Give me a straight answer. Do you want these or not?
Strange. You're clearly lying to my face. But my golden thread doesn't tremble at all.
That's because I'm not lying.
I've been telling the truth from the start.
They did introduce them as kindness had threatened her multiple times into that line, but they were never mentioned by name. Yeah, that's the problem. They were mentioned a few times. The times that I did not remember, which probably is my fault, by the way. I don't think they mentioned, like, introduced them, like, clear enough, though. Because they could have, like, introduced them, like, I don't know how they could have introduced them better, but, like, maybe someone besides the annoying old lady could say that, because the old lady is very annoying, and I don't want to listen to her.
Oh, is that so? The scars and the...
Oh, come on. Can't we just do business without all this chatter? Don't worry. I didn't leave any evidence, so... no one will bother you.
How can I trust a word you say when you're so skilled at lying?
Dealing with you rich people is such a pain. Always.
True, I had to go
wasting
back and
my
find out.
time.
They were brought up then. Yeah.
If you don't want it,
Like, I don't know how
there
to
are
do
plenty
that.
of others who do.
I don't know how much better they could have introduced them, but they could have done it better, in my opinion, because I didn't remember it at all. And I doubt a lot of people did, because they were only mentioned by one person, which is kindness, and they were never mentioned by name. Number two, the person is kindness, and this may be subjective, but I don't like kindness, so I don't want to listen to whatever she say. So yeah. But I think if they mentioned it like by name, just like, you know, even in passing, probably it would have been a bit easier to remember. Because I do understand that during the Chrysos Wars, the Chrysos heirs abused their divine powers. And those kind of things were like mentioned in passing. But they were interesting enough at that time, and they were like mentioned by name to the point where I would actually remember them. But yeah, the cleaners could have been mentioned properly. Like, they could have mentioned that during the era of the Chrysos Wars, there were people, assassins, if you would say, that cleaned up, quote unquote, the Chrysos heirs. Like, that could have been said, like, by anyone, you know? So, like, the threat wasn't just from the Council of Elders. There's actual, like, threats from the citizens that they should also look at, like, be cautious of. And also, maybe if kindness was written better, I'd listen to her more. That's like a bigger problem than introducing the cleaners.
Hold on. Your treasure? I'll accept it. But these alone aren't enough to purchase the gold weaver's finest clothes. That said, I do have something that would suit you perfectly.
Oh. What do you have in mind?
Look. Come a bit closer.
Oh my gosh, shoes? With wings. These look like Hermes
Shimmering gold.
the shoes.
Absolutely stunning.
The shoes with the wings on them that lets Hermes fly.
These golden boots are the gold weaver's greatest treasures. Though not as valuable as the most precious gowns, they hold a magical power. Legend has it that Zagreus blessed these boots, allowing anyone who
Yeah,
wears them to
see?
move
It's
swiftly
like the
and
Hermes
silently.
shoes. The one with the wings.
Put them on, Cyphra. Then don't get caught again. A face as lovely as yours deserves better protection.
You rich folks just love sticking your noses in everything, don't you? Well, I'm taking these now, so don't get any second thoughts.
What's wrong?
Do you have a smaller size?
Well, I suppose you'll have to grow into them.
Oh no.
Do you have to interrupt me in the middle of my story? Fake? What's fake?
Those boots definitely don't hold Zagreus' divine power. You're Amphorius' most cunning liar, and even you were fooled by Aglaea.
Watch your mouth, or I'll feed you to the fish in the River of Souls. Weren't you curious how I got tangled up with that seamstress? Well, now you know. Satisfied?
I didn't expect such a simple story. How disappointing. But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaea wasn't trying to trick you?
You're defending her.
No. I just think the story's so moving, it'd be a shame to ruin it with a lie. If I could cry, I'd be in tears right
Good thing you've still got a sharp tongue, or you'd have been stuck guarding someone's front door ages ago. Enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at this place. The city.
Honestly, I'm I'm confused what Bartholos is and where his hands truly are, because he has 4 hands, doesn't he?
Let me take a good sniff of this air.
What's up? What's up with this air? Oh gosh, she's purring.
It's filled with the scent of truth. Thanks to Casterus and Grey Mystery. Time for
See?
treasure
He has
hunting.
4 arms, kind of, maybe.
Lead the way, and whatever we
Or
find,
4
we'll
hands.
take.
Don't question Bartholos, he just exists. He's a curious little thing. I do hate him for trying to steal my treasure, though. And whenever he comes around, I hate it, but he's a curious little thing.
well, I have a suggestion. How about 70-30 instead?
Listen closely. Do you hear that? The gnawfish in the river.
She's
of
threatening
souls are
Bartholos.
80-20 it is. How generous you are, boss lady Cypher.
You 20 it is.
Anyway, what's with all this water? It's damn cold.
Ooh, the mighty demigod of trickery.
Well, she is the cat, to be fair.
You wouldn't understand. The people of Dolos are talented in many ways. Just, not in swimming. Why don't we have a race? Long distance.
What's got you so worked up? Relax.
Cats hate getting wet. What's so hard to understand about that? Now, hurry up and figure out a way across. Or I might have to reconsider our split.
Don't rush me. Got it. Let's use that.
Not a good imitation. I'll play along. Let's see where this goes.
Oh my gosh, what is she planning?
Hunt for treasure when I
Wait, can we...
wasn't around, boss lady.
What does she do again? Nihility, right? I don't have a Nihility team. Whatever. Whatever. This works.
Trying to trick me into saying something. Not a chance.
You're as sharp as ever. Ooh.
Was this device designed by
Another
Priestess
Akron
Onyx?
support, yeah.
You think you can handle it?
Don't underestimate me. Mission accomplished.
Not bad, but just a...
Don't worry, trust me. For that sweet 20% cut.
Huh. This feels truly magical.
Oh yeah, I remember when
Where
I
did
was
you pick up
hunting
this
for
trick?
treasures. For actual treasures. When I was exploring around here, looking for actual treasures. I got so confused trying to get down there. I found it in the end,
We're
though.
here. Can we turn off this spotlight now? It's really blinding.
No problem. Just use the device over there to shut it.
Oh, wrong.
Gold coins, gems, and fine leather. It's so refreshing. The treasures in this ancient city are all floating back up thanks to Grey Mystery and that pink squirrel.
Pink squirrel? But Akron mains have gone nuts with Cypher. It is hilarious. Isn't it the one where they painted Jiao Cho in like a really dark light and something along those lines?
What are you waiting for? Start dick.
Where it's like Jiao Cho, like, I don't know, it's really depressing in Akron mains. I have no idea.
Wow, that's a huge.
What's inside?
Wow, a massive haul. Unbelievable. As expected for a realm of Fagusa's disciples. This entire chest is filled with ornaments made from ocean's tears.
Thanks for the gift, boss. Much appreciate. Look at the clarity of this purple crystal. It matches my skin tone perfectly. Let me try this on. Huh? Where is my treasure?
How long have we known each other? I can't believe you still fall for this.
This. How could I have forgotten about this? I'll believe it as true, and a lie becomes reality. What a convenient ability.
Okay.
The demigod of trickery's divine gift. Far more practical than any golden thread or teleporter. All right, enough fooling around. Here's the real thing. Lead the way.
Cipher rules. Boss lady, we're set to make a
All lies.
Got any plans on how to spend it?
If everyone believes in the lie,
Of course.
the lie becomes a reality. I feel like that's a social commentary, you know?
Once activated, this
Because, like,
Siri. Hey, if you don't want the trickery to be exposed, you'd better start by keeping your.
boss lady here.
what the?
Absolutely right.
What the heck? Social commentary. Because sometimes, like, you know, when we do something, we lie, and then if we believe in the lie enough, it becomes a reality, even though it's literally a lie and misinformation. And poems of how the fox scares the cat, but not a wolf. How Silver Wolf will be better than Fox Boy. Oh my gosh. The fox scares the cat, but not a wolf. Oh my god. That sounds like...
Here we go.
Akron mains are insane, and I love them. Honestly, for their insanity.
Spirit goes.
There's a big guy guarding this place.
Yeah, big and dumb. Just a pure lump of stupidity.
Cat and mouse time!
I don't know that will work.
Yeah. So ugly. Ugly enough to make even me a little imp without a digestive system.
A little imp, I see.
If that ugly brute.
Epic writing. Are you taking notes?
Indeed, that would be heartbreaking.
So, how about
Right. Fleeing. Huh?
Gosh.
No dirty tricks.
Endless riddles.
Okay, let me play.
But a void.
found me?
Watch your head.
Oh my gosh, she meows when she get hurt.
Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
Come to me!
I'm just a frail scholar. Insanity.
You can't run!
Hedge your bets. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Well, okay.
Such an ugly and useless creature. Taken. Hey, Bartolos.
Here. I mean, sleek.
Look at you, all shaken up. Should be safe here now. Get to work.
Aye, boss ladies.
Bartolo's activated the excavation mode, unearthing the treasure buried deep underground.
It doesn't smell like anything valuable this time. Huh.
Oh. Hold on. I would need to drink for this. Month of balance, and day something. 3 more neighboring households moved away today. The tide has risen higher than ever before, already reaching the 5th step of the stone stairway to our residence. The priest insists it's merely seasonal high tide that will soon recede, but having lived in Sixia for 30 years, I've never witnessed what I've never witnessed water levels like this. Leandro from the harbor went fishing 3 days ago and reported that the seawater had become unusually turbid, appearing as if mixed with ink. Beneath the surface, he glimpsed strange shadows, not human in form yet, possessing distinct outlines. After returning, he developed a high fever and has remained bedridden since. The city's feasts have grown increasingly frenzied. Grand celebrations that once occurred during the month of joy now happen almost daily. At Anso family's banquet last night, I witnessed two normally well-mannered women threading grapes barefoot, emitting strange laughter, then directly drinking the dirt-laden juice. They claim to be mimicking Fagusa's ritual ceremonies, though I've never heard of such an absurd form of worship. Prices at the market have risen by 30%. The honey brew merchant reports that the brewing process has become exceptionally difficult lately. The yeast cultures mysteriously rot. Only by distilling with seawater collected directly from the harbor can they produce proper wine. Fortunately, our Doris remains lucid and has wisely advised us to minimize our consumption of the city's water and wine. Last night, strange music emanated from the harbor. It wasn't produced by any instrument, but seemed to rise from the ocean depths. The low, haunting melody sounded as if it were telling an ancient tale, compelling people to approach the shore. Several neighbor children sleepwalked to the dock last night. They claimed to have seen the goddess in the water performing and wanted to get closer. The priests have forbid all forms of musical performance and deployed soldiers to patrol the docks. For some reason, I can't shake the feeling that they're acting from fear rather than a genuine desire to protect us. Is that siren? You know? The haunting melody sounded as if we were telling an ancient tale. It sounds like sirens. Today I met Nora, the cloth merchant, at the market. She revealed that the situation in her district was far more dire than we imagined. The spirit water pool in Fagusa's temple suddenly dried up 3 days ago, and despite their best efforts, the priest cannot replenish it. More alarming still, strange cracks have appeared on the wall behind the deity statue, forming patterns or script that no one can decipher. Nora also shared a peculiar rumor. Some claim to have seen, in their dreams, a woman playing a lyre, draped in black veils, with eyes gleaming like seawater. She allegedly told dreamers that Styxia would soon face a great transformation, and only those who hear her voice could be saved. Some city residents have begun referring to her as the prophetic sea musician, despite the priest's determined efforts to suppress such rumors. We finally decided to evacuate with our entire family. The seawater has reached the highest watermark at the dock, yet some remained oblivious, still immersed in endless revelry. Our family and the neighboring Milan household have decided to journey to Akama together. Reportedly, the world-bearing Titan's protection extends there, and the tides of darkness have not yet invaded those lands. We plan to slip away quietly tonight from the northern dock exit. We pray to Fagusa for safe passage. We've been traveling for 3 days now. Last night, the Milan family's youngest child suddenly developed a high fever, continuously muttering strange phrases that resembled an ancient ballad. His father decided to take him back to the city for medical treatment, though we all know there is little hope to be found there. This morning, looking back at Styxia from the hillside, I was horrified to discover the entire city enveloped in a strange aura, with seawater shimmering with a unnatural blue radiance in the sunlight. From a distance, those magnificent buildings seemed to twist and distort in the water, as if they were merely illusions. We encountered several other fleeing townspeople. They brought even more horrifying news. The seawater in Styxia has begun displaying strange colors and textures, sometimes thick as honey, other times solid as glass. Those who remained in the city have begun undergoing bizarre transformation. What the heck? Even more disturbing is that at night, the entire city bathes in an indescribable glow, as if enveloped by some gigantic amniotic membrane. They say this is Fagusa's punishment, but I can't help wondering, is this the Titan's wrath or some power even greater than the Titans at work? we've decided to continue northward to Akama. Along the way, we heard rumors of someone named that person who can supposedly appease Fugusa's wrath. But these are merely legends, fabricated by desperate people. We common folk can only rely on our own feet to flee this disaster. Tonight, after the children fell asleep, I secretly examined a small vial of seawater I brought from the city. It was the last drop collected from the spirit water pool in Fugusa's temple before we left. In the moonlight, it displays a strange shimmer, as if something moves within it, unlike any ordinary water. By chance, I discovered that gently tapping the vial with my fingertips produces a peculiar sound, like distant lyre notes echoing. In that moment, I seemed to glimpse a mysterious woman standing upon the sea surface, sorrowfully playing a melody that no one could understand. I don't know if this was an illusion or reality, but if such a being truly exists, one who can hear the sorrows of Stinxians, then as we embark on this uncertain journey, please grant us a flicker of hope, even if it's merely a beautiful dream. Akama is now within reach. Taking one final glance back at my homeland, the beautiful scenery of old is nowhere to be seen, only distorted masses of light and shadow undulating on the sea level, resembling foam heaped by waves before dawn, dissolving one by one to gradually reveal its cold and true nature.
Ooh, this looks tragic. Do you think they made it to Akama?
Probably not. I've never seen or heard of it. At least, I'm still left for Dolos. Guess this city wasn't so lucky. Huh. It does seem unfair, doesn't it? Just because they were born in the wrong place, they had to face such...
Yeah, the world just isn't fair, is it? Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kefali's priestly court?
Huh. Did I?
Yeah, you definitely told me, and I remember it clearly. Maybe it's been so long you...
Oh, right. I did tell you. It wasn't a big deal. I just snuck in with a bunch of mumbling priests and watched them do their spooky rituals around some glowing rock.
Around some glowing rock,
Honestly,
okay.
I was only interested in the wallets of the old grandpas on the council back then. Don't remember much else.
Oh, I see.
Who asked you to picture that? Besides, priest robes from
Right. I didn't think about that. I was just curious if...
How ridiculous. Come on, let's head to the next spot.
Okay.
Where did this roadblock come from? Ugh, this is so annoying.
Oh dear, where's the... Should we call on that big...
Never thought that
I don't need that control. Hand of Zagreus.
Oh my gosh. How convenient. We should always be friends with Spirit Thief Bartolos. Because of this. That way I don't have to go to the device to activate that.
Not bad. However... Hey, slow down. That question you asked me... You know, that question. The one you specifically...
Forgive me, boss lady, but...
Oh. Maybe you're right. I have been a little on edge.
What question?
Twinkle, twinkle in my chest, how this core flame is the best.
Wow, when it comes to singing, I still sound better than you, boss.
Oh my gosh, you don't!
Go. This scent. Do I need to give instructions here?
Oh gosh, we're here to see a puzzle.
Isn't this a...
Why do I feel like this is wasting time? It's okay, it's okay.
Sheep, humans, whatever. All I know is unlocking this...
Who feared fire became sheep, those who did became human.
This gets us treasure.
Puzzles and tricks are right up my alley.
Isn't this the ram's horn, not a sheep?
Cat and mouse time!
Sorry, that was the wrong button. That's easy. They probably gave the easy one for the story quest.
Told you, nothing can stop. Cyber, it's your turn now.
Stop! Stay there, and don't turn around.
Huh?
I told you, don't move.
What is up?
My poor old back. What are you doing?
Shh, quiet. Don't say anything. That seamstress. She's listening.
What? Boss, do you mean?
Stay put and keep quiet. I'll handle her. Whoa, whoa. Seamstress. Getting sneaky, aren't we?
Okay.
Did you think I wouldn't notice your little spy?
As time passes, I find myself leaning more and more with only the power of this little nymph. Naturally, I couldn't slip past your sharp eyes, Cyphera.
Even if you could fully control Bartolos's mind, I would still be able to see through yours. You've gone to such lengths to spy on my every move. What exactly are you after? I've told you before, you don't need me to succeed. Why don't you just let this go? I already made an exception and got involved with Castorus and Grey Mystery. Asking for more now. Isn't that pushing?
I'm sorry, Cyphera. I've plotted and schemed my whole life.
Oh my gosh, what the
I
heck?
could have predicted. I've spent centuries trying to figure out where I went wrong, replaying every moment over and over. But you've never given me a chance to explain myself.
Don't talk to me like that.
1,000 years ago, out of foolishness, I let my silence steal away the most beautiful sound.
It's fine, right? It's fine, I guess.
High ceilings.
High ceilings? What the?
So this time, I must say this to you. Even if it's...
Who?
all in vain. I need you, Cyphera. The Chrysos Heir's mission needs you. The finale I've delayed for far too long. It's finally here. Whatever resentment you still hold against me will fade once I'm gone. Please, come back to Akama. I'm begging you. Without you, they don't stand a chance.
I was wanting to suddenly touchy-feely kind of thing.
I'll think about it, seamstress. But stop watching me. Unless you...
Don't worry. As much as I'd love to hear your voice again, to see your face, it seems that chance will never come.
Oh.
Goodbye, Cyphera.
What?
Goodbye, Aglaea.
Oh no.
What a shame. I thought there'd be some more.
Turns out, everything in that chest was soaked in water from those relics were once priceless.
Aww, you're in the... Wait, why am I getting all sentimental? I haven't even processed what just happened. That horrible woman. Oh!
If you see her, let her know this.
Could it have been back then? When...
Do you remember now? Looks like you don't need me to jog your memory. She must have slipped that nymph. Don't underestimate that bug. It's every bit as dangerous as the seamstress's golden thread. let your guard down for even a second.
Whoa, that's like some brainwashing monster straight out of the box. How did you realize something was wrong?
Actually, it gave itself away.
Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher,
We've been partners in crime for 1,000 years. We've talked about everything there is to talk about. Except for that one experience at Dawn.
but boss lady, there's a chance.
And as far as I know, the embodiment of trickery despises that golden thread which forces people to speak the truth. You'd never defend Aglaea.
Oh.
Isn't that right? Zagreus.
You have a terrifyingly sharp mind.
So Bartolus is Zagreus?
After all, I'm the only one in the world who knows you're still alive. To
Oh
make
my
sure
gosh.
you survived the Titan trial, I had to fool the entire world.
What the actual heck?
If you want to keep that lie from falling apart, you'd better keep playing your part in the days ahead.
Lie can make anything. Oh. So Bartolus is Zagreus. I mean, like, it makes sense to the character. Because... okay.
If it weren't for saving my worthless little life, I'd still walk through fire for Cypher without hesitation.
You may have been reduced to this form.
Speaking of which, Cypher, you're not taking that wicked life's been pretty great lately. Why get into trouble now?
Yeah, okay. It makes sense for the, like, Titan of Trickery to trick the entire world into thinking that he's dead. Yeah, that makes so much sense. To pass the trial, you gotta make everyone think that Zagreus is dead. Yeah. You survived the Titan trial. I had to fool the entire world.
Honestly, I've been thinking.
Wait, so Cypher isn't the demigod?
Maybe a trip back now wouldn't be too bad.
Or something long... Well, I mean, she probably...
Cyphera, your face.
I need clothes. Anything. Just throw me something. A piece of cloth will do. I will pay back the amount I owe.
You're bleeding golden blood.
Yes. What about it? So what if I'm one of those chrysosairs they talk about? Those infinitely strong
Cyphera.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint. Who knew that group of amazing people would include me? A pauper. Thief. Con artist. Maybe I should just make another cut to drain all this yellow.
Oh my
Stop it,
gosh.
Cypher. I'll give you clothes. Warm you up and stay here. Stay in my workshop until you're healed.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got these wounds? Right. What's the use?
I don't need to ask. Nor do I need to use the golden thread. I know everything you do is for survival. At all costs, stay here. You won't have to deal with the cold or go hungry again.
Aren't you worried I'll ruin this place's...
I wouldn't have invited you if I were worried about those things.
You're weird, seamstress. You know, I've tried not to become a liar. But what makes you think I won't disappoint you?
Because I can feel it. Not with the power of a demigod. That's why you keep coming by, but also why you hesitate to stay longer. After taking over Nestia's divine authority, I became used to letting the golden thread distinguish sincerity from falsehood. However, the mission, Cyphera, you're an honest thing I've given to this world. And also... Stay here with me.
Oh my gosh.
You have a beautiful...
This is so
You've
sad.
got a way of talking that's hard to follow. All right, let's make it a deal. You have 1 day to change your mind. What?
Oh my gosh. Right, Dan Heng isn't voiced. Cool. These folks in black are not responding to provocations, nor do they seem intent on fighting. What exactly are they waiting for?
Pressure. Fear.
An organization that sees it as their mission to eradicate the crisis heirs. I've read some chilling accounts, the story of the cleaners using alchemical arts to implant fragments of memories into their successors, ensuring both identity and hatred to live on.
From what I know, these stories are true. The kindness we know today, strictly speaking, is the 27th kindness.
Oh, so she's a robot. Okay.
Objectively, the rise of the cleaners was both inevitable.
Well, not a robot,
and
more like,
necessary.
I don't know, something along those lines.
Their ruthless and twisted methods earned them nothing but disdain and condemnation from history.
And still they endure. An organization persisting through time, now working tirelessly to obstruct the flame chase. Are they truly so terrified of the era nova the Crassus heirs strive for?
Even in these crumbling end times, there are always those who find ways to profit from the chaos. To ask the vested interests to abandon their status, wealth, and ambitions in this world for a distant ideal may...
I wonder where Nox is now. If they're targeting me, he definitely won't escape their notice either. I hope all is well. Is that Lord Prateros?
There you are, Lord Dan Heng. We couldn't reach you on the teleslate, so the Holy City Guard... You pests crawling in the shadows, back off. You played your hand. Run while you still can. It might be your only chance to survive. Stay away from Akama forever. If you set foot there again, the fury of its people will tear you apart. Because Aglaea is dead, and in the eyes of the Holy City citizens, her blood is on your hands.
So that's it. She just died. Just like that. She just falls and dies.
Looks like
She? Are you talking?
well, she thought you were weak. She believed that even when you were facing the evil that you claimed to oppose, you...
Misinterpreting mercy for weakness shows how arrogant and fool... They're still alive. With proper care, they'll... But I must warn you. I haven't fought a human in ages. I can't guarantee I'll always be able... If you feel as lucky as they are, try me.
Oh my gosh, Trailblazer, what the heck is wrong with you? Bro, you sound so cool.
Fainan is seriously upset.
And we're talking jokes. It's true.
Get out of here. Don't show your face around us again. If your master wants to stop the flame chase journey, she'd better bring an army that makes Kremnos at its peak look like child's play.
I've said it more than once, Lord Fainan. We came only to ensure you weren't... While you were unaware, we already accomplished our mission. So,
These
Lord
people.
Are you okay?
Obviously not.
Fine.
I'm fine, he said. I'm fine.
Bargaining chips has gone too far.
I'm fine. Totally. He's totally fine. Look at that face. He's totally fine. But they're after the crisis heirs. Do they think they have...
I guess the opposition within the count... If the conspiracy is exposed, they'll be hunted down in the Holy City like rats with nowhere to run. My teleslate.
Due to force majeure, the world-bound web operations will be temporarily suspended. What the? Local golden thread enabled for emergency internal communication only. Lady Goldweaver deceased. Please return to the Holy City at once. Okay. She's dead.
Aglaea, blasted.
What are those guys doing?
But how could... Stay calm. This could just be one of her schemes.
Fainan, what should we do now?
Stay on course. I'll contact Treeby and ask her to keep the citizens calm. We'll hurry back to Akuma as fast as... I won't be merciful this time.
Yeah, kill them. Don't be merciful. Why do you need to be merciful? They're assholes. Okay.
Cartonis.
Oh, it's the nymph.
You're forging a sword of... I haven't seen you wield the hammer in so long. I couldn't...
You, Aglaea, in this form, you come...
That's right. At this moment, my physical form is already shattered. It's time to fulfill...
Of course. The pact.
The thing I entrusted to you.
Far too plain this vessel is. Not worthy...
I insist. Over the past 1,000 years, every piece of fabric I've worked with has been tainted by my cold divinity. This ornament stands apart. It was a gift from a child. She was pure and kind.
How to say goodbye?
I'm afraid there's no such detailed plan this time. The moment has come. My departure will give them one less thing to worry about. This parting gift should help ease the regret.
Oh my, okay.
Invented for the Titans, Kremnos' soul-forging technology was. Though divinity it retains. Is that what you...
You've confirmed this with me repeatedly. Condense my divinity into this ornament. It might still be useful in the future to help them complete.
Selfless or envy that child. There's no need to.
Please, take me through the last tempering that fate has to offer.
Okay. Okay. Can we, like, actually get to the bathhouse, please?
The city is silent. And the news is probably spread by now. Every household is...
He was taken by the cleaners. You know, I feel like the fact that she is taken by the cleaners should be, like, a little bit more, grand than just an off-screen death, you know? It should have, like, a cutscene of some kind. It's less epic. Like, come on.
Unless it's all a part of her plan. If this is all part of a larger plan, Treeby must... Let's...
Okay, let's go find her. Let's go find her. Exactly, it's pissed me off, bro. Aglaea deserves better. Hashtag justice for Aglaea. Give her a cutscene. Also,
maybe he's heard something.
Also, that explanation of kindness being the 37th kindness and their hatred, like, for the crisis air passed down through alchemy and shit. That was a shit explanation for making kindness like that. Make her a better character and I would probably like her more. Ah, you're back. How's everything? No injuries, I hope?
Don't worry. The cleaners, Lord Krateros, were you in the city?
Regrettably, no one knows the details of eyewitnesses only saw.
It's fine.
Eyewitnesses at the Memorial Palace saw Aglaea.
Oh, God.
She showed no signs of life by the time the Holy City Guards approached to check. They were too afraid to jump to conclusions. After all, she was a demigod who lived for over 1,000. She was pierced through the heart by a uniquely crafted dagger. I saw it for myself. It's one of the weapons.
You should have made it into a cutscene.
No. That the ones who appeared in the grove and those who confronted Don Hung in the Abyss didn't immediately... They didn't have any reason nor the courage to attack.
Speculating blindly won't help. Let's go find Lady Treeby, as she understands Aglaea's mind
I'll
best.
stay here to lead the guards and maintain order. Find out what happened, but don't take too long. With Aglaea gone, someone has to take her place and lead Akuma.
You know, it would also be really, really cool for, like, this death to, like, be foreshadowed in the, like, previous patches, you know? Where it's like, where Treeby is gone and, like, you know, Aglaea's alone, and she's like, you there, go out. And like, you're trying to kill me again, or something along those lines, you know. And like, we would we would go into this being like, okay, so when is Aglaea gonna die? Kind of like, we have like that expectation, or rather like we have that anticipation rather than expectation for like when she gets assassinated. So it's not just like this fleeting moment of like, ah, okay, Aglaea's dead, cool. Because like, I mean, yeah, I'm sad because the story makes it sad, and like her like words parting with like everyone, it's like, it's sad. But it would be even more epic that it was like anticipated and it was like shown since like 3.0 until right now. Because like, we all know that Mighty is gonna die. We all know that Triby, because of, you know, 3.1, we know that Triby is gonna die, right? We know everyone's gonna die. But like, this feels like, you know, like death for the sake of death. I don't like that. Don't like that kind of like dying characters.
Also, Miss Hyacinth was the one who declared Aglaea dead.
Thank you, Lord Crateros.
And like, we know, and like, you know, Finon being Lord Ravager. I was gonna say Finon being Flame Reaver was like, it's a surprise, but it was also expected because people have been speculating and seeing the similarities between the character, between the Flame Reaver and Finon. And that is like a good kind of surprise, a good kind of plot twist. Whereas this just feels like, okay, sure, no anticipation, no build up, no foreshadowing whatsoever. It's just kind of like,
The maths are empty.
you know. Okay, kind of like, okay. And she was like introduced in a really, really cool way too. Like, that fight with fake Nikador was like epic, and then she like comes like from like up there, and like we fight her. It's like, that's so, and like we see her with her golden threads, and it's like, man, that's so cool. That is so cool. But then she was like, what, reduced to nothingness. That is sad. She deserves more. She deserves better, bro. She deserves a cutscene, at least. If not a whole ass anything, like, she deserves more than just dying off screen. Justice for Aglaea or something along those lines.
You're back.
We heard from Crateros. Are you alright?
I'm fine. I've been staying close to Lady Treby, and it's great that you could come back so quickly.
You witness, how are you doing?
Not well. I tried to treat her immediately, but declaring her death was the hardest thing I've ever... Lord Finan, don't push yourself.
It's fine. I can handle it.
You can handle it, he says, as he looked like that.
What I've lost is a mentor and a comrade in arms. You should rest, Hyacinth.
Okay. See you later, everyone.
Next, we should visit Lady Treby.
Okay, where is she? Where is she? I would be really even sadder. Seriously, I would be even sadder. I would be even sadder if the story is a bit different.
Snowy. Little Gray.
Lady Treby,
Snowy, don't. You went to the grove to prepare yourself for the threats to Akuma. You didn't do anything wrong, so don't be hard on yourself. We were always by Aggie's side throughout this long journey. So, she knew she wouldn't see the end of the Flame Chase journey. Yet, she gave everything with...
I know what Aglaea expected of me. Right now,
Oh.
The scroll over there was entrusted to us by Aggie. I think now.
Okay. Nope.
Finan, my humble student, as I write this, you are locked in a battle of words with the Council of Elders, fighting for the survival of the Flame Chase journey on a battlefield where the smoke of war is invisible. I deeply regret and feel guilty for hastily pushing you and the Trailblazer into the debate. But please forgive me. At that moment, I considered the debate a routine affair, assuming I could win merely with the support and experience we'd accumulated over centuries. But I underestimated. The trap was likely set by the debater Calictus. He had prepared a severed golden thread in advance, revealing it to the public when Kindness was faltering in the debate. He claimed I was reading everyone's thoughts with the golden thread to cheat in the debate. I could have countered that low tactic in 100 ways. With deceitful scoundrels like you in the crowd, I have no choice but to rely on the golden thread to keep watch over everything in this holy city. You can imagine the reaction that comment provoked. At that moment, the divinity in this body might be eternal, but that is not the essence of me. I am a daughter of realizing that my humanity was fading, I began to plan my exit. But I knew I couldn't simply fade away in my sleep like anyone else. The serpents have always lurked in the darkness.
Yeah, see, if they showed us this in the beginning,
by the golden thread,
I wouldn't be so surprised. Like, I wouldn't be so shocked, quote unquote shocked. Like, it wouldn't be like too much of a surprise in the story to have met them.
If my departure were to be calm and uneventful, it would only lead to a swarm of those serpents emerging from their nests. Regrettably, I must feign weakness deliberately to make those serpents lose patience and act rashly. Just as they think they've struck and sunk their fangs into my heel, the blaze soaring into the sky might sow fear and confusion. But I have no worries about people losing their way. After all, Akima still has you.
It is all within my plans. Okay, sure. Okay, sure, lady.
Perfect, Finan. I've witnessed your confusion, recklessness, and deep sensitivity, dawn after dawn. The heavy burdens of your past have always weighed you down. Yet, in your way, you are perfect. You embrace everyone's imperfections. That might be what sets our Sky Father Kefili apart from other deities. They recognize the imperfections in their creations, yet still choose to shine their light on them, offering protection with unconditional love.
Hold on a minute. Okay, I see it now. You know, Kefili has 4 hands, right? 2 of them holding up the world, the sky, like Atlas, and the 2 others are holding, I don't know, golden liquid of some kind. It kind of looks like Nanook.
Finan, while you zealously pursued strife, believing it to be your destined path, you are the destined world-bearer of Amphorius. The gate to Amphorius's future. Go, complete the flame chase journey of the prophecy. Ignite the stars and inspire hope in the hearts of humanity. I will be waiting at the end of the West Wind, looking...
Oh no!
Aglaea, how could I possibly...
Yes, I know this is a sad moment, but I'm sorry.
Donang,
whatever I can help with, just say the word.
Please deliver a message to Lord Krateros. Have him gather the Holy City guards. Urge everyone who has concerns about the Holy City's future and the flame chase.
Okay, I guess it is Kefili's blood since he might be dead.
Thank you.
It might be, yeah, it might be Kefili's blood.
It's been a harrowing day for everyone. Please make sure to rest well.
Oh, is that Craterus? Craterus. Cartonus, not Craterus.
Cartonus.
Craterus is another person.
What brings you to Marmoreal Palace?
Oh
I
my
plan
god.
to get everything settled
It's
before
always
coming to see you.
it's always so weird to
Is there
me to
something
see
urgent,
these
Cartonus?
like cartoonist people, the guys, the whatever they are. They're so tall.
How are you holding up? I wanted to better than I
There's no room for doubt anymore. It's not
Right. Your assessment is
Oh,
Is this it?
oh, it's the sword.
Completed it.
It's the same sword the Flame Reaver has. Okay, sure. Totally not the exact
the
same
name
person
I've
then.
chosen for it.
Dawnmaker.
Before dawn, prepare for battle. For tomorrow, wield your
Unbelievable. You've never seen that black-clad sword master. And you've recreated this so precisely, just from what I described.
Oh, so it's well, so he did. Okay.
precise your description. Imbued it with the power of dawn I already have. Guided by your will, wield it. May try.
Thank you, Cartonus.
So
I will use this sword.
let me
to
get this
protect
straight.
The beings of Emphorius.
So let me get this straight. So Finon remembered the blade and he was like, I like that blade. And he went to Cartonus and said, make me this blade, and described it perfectly. To the point where Cartonus can make almost an exact replica of that blade. Yes, he did it on purpose, which is a massive troll, bro. Like, yeah, like that's so annoying. I was like, it's the same blade, it's the same person. It's got this and that. I was like, what the actual heck? Oh, I hate this. What is up with the storytelling? Do not make me expect. Okay. So annoying. This. Okay. You know what? I'm only like not even halfway probably throughout the story, and I'm already annoyed at so many things. It's fine. It is fine. Maybe it's just me being generally annoyed today. I don't know. Or just being generally critical of like a story that I read or like I'm playing. I don't know, man.
What's this?
So annoying though.
Stored here. This was her commission.
Can she still hear us?
It's difficult to confirm. In this way,
I understand. Let me keep it. With it. May this world never have need for a deliverer. But when the world dashed her hopes and fell into disarray, if she could see me now, leading from the front, rallying people against their destiny.
I just thought of something that if Finon, quote unquote, got the sword somewhere, or the sword was a gift, the blade was like a gift, you know, that it wasn't him who deliberately asked for it to be made in the same style of the Flame Reaver, it could be really, like, considering the fact that we're still speculating that Finon is the Flame Reaver, right? It could be really cool to have him find the exact same blade in this world for him in like whatever way, a gift, find it somewhere, I don't know, who cares, but he didn't specifically requested it to be like that. It would be really cool because then he'd see it and he's like, that's exactly the same blade as the Flame Reaver. And then like the characters in the game are also like speculating, you know, dramatic irony, ha ha ha. We already know the what is it called? The audience knows that something the character doesn't. Yeah, you know, the character starts to understand the irony of everything and starts to speculate that, hey, Finon, what if you become the Flame Reaver? And Finon's like, no, I don't want that, and starts battling with himself against his fate. That would be such an interesting story, wouldn't it? Huh? But like, you know, they didn't do that. They didn't do that because like the story would become longer. I mean, the story could become shorter if they let if they cut off all the useless dialogue that I don't need to know. But it's fine, I guess. It's fine. I'm still playing this game.
She would surely.
Nah, I still like the characters. The characters are still really cool. And I'm still gonna roll for Painon. So, like, you know, I can't really exactly complain. I mean, I can complain, but like, you
How will
know.
the Holy City continue without Lady Goldweaver? Look, Lord Finan is here.
Okay, his fit is really cool though. It's so great that Aglaea chooses his freaking clothes for him. Because if not, he would be like really... He would like be not fashionable at all.
Not long ago, I spoke at the citizens. I wrestled with every word, searching for the right ones to rally. In the end, I remembered a lesson from one of my teachers. In battles where I followed his strategy, I painted my opponents as nothing more than pests. The strategy worked. I secured enough votes to achieve my goal, but afterward, there wasn't even a...
Sure, I love your speech and everything, Finon. Can we move on though?
I realized that apparent victory masked a deeper failure. In my pursuit of success, I fueled division and
Okay,
far
sir.
from my very purpose that led me. This journey was supposed to unify, not divide. To strengthen us, not weaken us. It was the gold thread that mended our rifts in the past. Some saw it as a means of surveillance, a tool of control. But no one can deny that it was. Now she is gone. Yes, as you have heard, the demigod Aglaea, who guarded the holy city for a millennium, has indeed fallen.
Who murdered Lady Goldweaver?
Find the murderer!
I felt the same as all. I wanted to stand here beside you.
Rose sounds like a disappointed
condemn the
father.
sinners, to discuss
I mean, he's not a father
retribution,
yet, but he definitely
and
is
to see
disappointed.
justice brought down upon them. But my perspective has changed.
Okay, I get Finon's design now though.
That once bound this city have unraveled.
I've seen the Finon gameplay, so like I understand it. Like the left and right side being black and white has something to do with his other
the last
form.
safeguard against the harm we may do to each other is gone. No divine power will protect us from the malice in our hearts. From now on, only...
Finon has a way with words.
He does. That is true, man. There's something special about a man of letters. This guy.
Indeed.
These trailblazers are so funny.
Is nearing its end. With only one before I rise to the skies, I challenge you. Cast out the
Can't wait to E2 this guy. Can't wait.
Within your hearts.
Can't wait to just, you know, even at E0, I'd be happy to just have him in my account. Before I rise to the skies, he says. Gosh.
Even without the divine authority of romance, Akuma will remain a sanctuary in these end times. A place for the kind people Aglaea dreamed of.
Yeah, he is really good with these speech and stuff.
A better people.
Better people!
Better
people! Better people!
Okay.
Better people! Better people! Better people!
I appreciate your willingness to accept the challenge. To bear the burden of creation, I need only to give one thing. It's a gift she
Sure,
once gave me
unshakable faith.
without
Cool, cool. Let's
hesitation,
move
and
on.
now there's
Okay.
still a long way to go before Amphorius is reborn.
Okay, let's go up to
We
the
will
skies
not
now.
forget the
Rise
past
up
as
to the
we move
skies.
forward. Allow me this moment. I want to borrow a few minutes of your time. She was Akima's dressmaker, the leader of the Chrysos heir. Was being a selfless person.
Oh, okay. Let's take a moment in respect for Aglaea. Moment is enough. Let's leave now. Sorry. Like, sorry, that's all of Amphoria. That's all of Alchema there. I expected more people, you know?
That singing sounds so familiar.
Oh my gosh, this is such a cool... I'm sorry, wait, hold on.
That's our song, and Snowy used to love it.
Yes, Lady Trian. Your songs always dispelled the clouds in my heart.
Snowy was so cute and kind when he was
Cute
little.
and kind.
Now, you've grown so much.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
not
know.
as cute, but still just as kind.
What do you mean not as cute? He's cute enough.
Time spares no one, so there's nothing we can do. But kindness, you helped nurture it and...
Don't mention it. Your light is as bright as ever. Keep it up and stay strong. See you, Snowy.
See you tomorrow, Trian.
Goodbye, Lady Trian.
I heard what you said. Are you suggesting the debate tactics I've taught you are nothing but sleight of hand?
Not at all, Professor Anaxa.
Oh my gosh. This is like a goodbye to everyone. Why is it so sad in the middle of the quest? Like, I expected this to be... I expected the sadness to be at the end of the quest.
Good thing you're the Chrysos heir of Kefali. I had no idea.
Who could have thought, Professor? By the way, I've completely forgotten those formulas now.
Just like all of us when we leave school, we forget everything.
Some things never change. In our next lives, I'll teach you how to truly embrace your divine duties.
Goodbye, Professor Anax. Miss Castros, aren't you going to say something?
Lord Finan, you have always been so approachable. Ever since we first met, you've seen me as a friend. It was the first time I understood what everyday friendship was like, but that's dangerous.
Dangerous?
Laughing and chatting with you, I sometimes forget who I am.
I hadn't thought of it that way.
Please, no apologies. Despite...
I feel the same.
Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Gasteros. Aglaea.
Remember, Finan, after completing the flame chase, leave the decision to initiate the miracle of Genesis to the Amphorians. The Chrysos heirs are the executors of the prophecy, yet they, the people, are the true masters.
Rest assured, I always... The difference between a presumptuous hero and a tyrant is a fun...
Well said.
It's late.
Anything, even in your imagination. I'm not one to show my...
No worries. I've long understood how difficult it is for you to open up completely. Thank you for bringing...
Maybe what I wanted to save wasn't you, child, but this crumbling world. Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye,
Finan.
Aglaea.
Goodbye.
Did you forget me?
Oh my gosh.
Forget you. Like I'd ever.
Wait, was he there before?
We aren't
Did he just
parting
appear
ways
out of thin
forever.
air?
You're just off to guard the gates at Castrum Kremnos. Let's not make this a tearful farewell.
You know just how to make a person uncomfortable. I have a feeling we'll meet again in this lifetime. Let's have another showdown then. Deliver.
That's very confident of you. I've changed since then. Have you seen this sword? It's a masterpiece freshly forged by Cartonis.
A bold statement for a mere mortal who hasn't yet claimed the power of a titan.
I know it's coming. I know it's coming.
See you around. Find enough Ides Elysiae.
Okay, hold on. I know it's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
It's a date.
There it is. Oh my gosh, Hoyover, stop shipping your characters together. Challenge. Impossible. To date, Mighty Mouse. Let's take this screenshot again.
What a poignant, yet splendid journey.
Screenshot that and commemorate that. Yeah.
And it's still not over yet, is it?
Who is this?
Yes.
Oh, Cyrene.
I was right. In the end, you did become the deliverer in this story.
A lot has changed while you were away. I've met so many people. I'm not the same person.
But to me, you've never changed at all, Feinen.
Days later at Downcloud. Oh.
Dawncloud. This place holds so many different kinds of memories. I remember you could see the Goldweaver sign from here. All the way down the mountain. But my eyes aren't what they used to be 1,000 years ago.
Cyphera, you...
Seamstress. Tell me, does Akama have any treasures so rare that not even your... I mean, our shop has seen?
Of course it has. I heard there's a gem of all worlds hidden somewhere in Dawncloud. Apparently, it's a piece that fell out of the Dawn device. It's truly a priceless treasure, being a part of Kefali's divine body. Even I, the Goldweaver, cannot witness its glamour.
Okay.
Gem of all worlds. Nice! Got it! Well, please keep looking.
Let me You're probably already plotting to sneak into Dawncloud to steal that gem, aren't you? And your next move is probably trying to sell it to the highest bidder, then distribute that money to the poor.
Look, seamstress. Are you sure?
You might be skilled at covering up lies, but your compassion is all over your face, plain as day.
Aww.
Don't lie to yourself.
Cyphera.
Do you honestly think this is the right thing to do,
What else am I supposed to do? That's the only thing I can do with my power. You keep talking about how I have the potential to become a good person. But I don't know what I need to do to get there! I can't weave golden dresses like you. I can't sing as well as Miss Hyceelins. And I definitely don't know as much as Big Sis Treby.
Who is this Hyceelins?
The only things I'm good at are the underhanded street smarts that no one even respects. But I still want to be worthy of you.
Why
I want
is
to
it so
prove that
sad?
you've made the right choice.
I know, Cyphera. You are justified in your anger. Destiny is never fair. And your path is doomed to be but you have to believe that everyone I am convinced that you're the only one who can bear the authority of trickery. Even if you have to contend with the legendary 300 master thieves of Dolos.
I just want everyone to believe that the world is beautiful. And that everyone, would that lie become reality? If enough people believed in it.
He's dead, don't worry about it. Castor's mentioned her. I still want to know who she is.
Lies will always be lies, Cyphera. But sometimes they can be more noble than the truth.
Huh. Are you really planning to just stand there forever? Honestly, sneaking around doesn't suit you, Deliverer.
I never thought I could slip past your sharp ears, Miss Cypher. I just didn't think it'd be right to interrupt when you're...
Still as charming with your words as ever, boy. Your speech at the public baths wasn't half bad. I'll admit.
Thank you. I had a feeling back then
You
that
can
you
see
were
in the
in the
divergent view,
audience.
but as much as I...
Intuition certainly
No, though,
is
okay.
a thing of wonder.
Okay.
Oh. And you didn't call me out on the spot.
The voice,
You
though.
waited all this time to tell me.
Wonder if it's a demigod, also.
Well...
Which one, though? Which
I thought
demigod?
you'd need some time to yourself.
None of your... Enough small talk.
The super old timer.
What kind...
We've only met... You're probably aware that Aglaea has earned the support of the entire city for the Chrysos heirs. Everyone believes that she died
And
at
the
the hands
citizens
of
here have
council
been dragging
members
these
who were
schemers
against
out of the shadow
flames,
one
but
by
they
one.
didn't get everybody. To this day, we still haven't found Elder Kindness.
Demigod of
leader
since
of the
they need one at this point. Demigod of DOT. Okay. I mean, fair enough,
You're
I
afraid
guess.
she'll do something wild now that she's pushed into a corner, aren't you?
Yes. I believe that Kefali's core flame, forever enshrined above the council thief. We're setting out to campaign against Aquila in a few days. With the Chrysos heirs gone.
You think those desperate dogs will try to snatch the core flame while you're gone? So, you want me to give them a nice long walk while you're away, right?
You sure saw right through me, Miss Cypher. I know exactly what you can do. I have only one request. Please, use whatever tricks you...
Uh-huh. Hey, Deliverer. Do you honestly think that there's no... Do you even have any plan Bs if I decide to nope out on this?
As the demigod of trickery, there are no other trump cards in the world that can outrank you.
What confidence. You talk as if you have everything in the palm of your hand. Then let me tell you something you don't know. The Flame Reaver.
You mean...
Bet you didn't expect that, huh? I've been tracking them all this time. That lunatic may have lost their mind, but they're no fool. Why do you think they haven't made a move?
Professor Anaxa once analyzed this. He thought it was probably because...
Ha! Sacred Art's my foot! I could break those mechanisms with a flick of my finger. Allow me to let you in on the actual secret. They probably held off from attacking Akuma because the seams... Now that she's gone. And you're heading out to the Eye of Twilight.
What a dangerous situation we find ourselves. But since you're the one who brought it up, I'm guessing...
Just look how ridiculously calm you... But you guessed it right. Consider this a 2-for-1 deal. I'll keep that lunatic entertained on top of protecting Kefali's core flame. You owe...
You have my deepest gratitude. That Flame Reaver's power...
Don't forget, Deliverer. There's a fundamental truth in this world. Cypher will always
Fundamental
get the last
truth.
No need to worry about a demigod. I'll do my job.
Fundamental
So
truth,
you
my ass. Okay. Cypher will always get the last
Need
laugh.
to make sure you don't die before you pay me.
Okay. I finish this stupid quest. I would like to finish right in the middle, please. Okay. Hi, little... not little. Hi, round Pegasi.
I've been trying to stay away from here since the black tide destroyed the grove. But the wind keeps pulling me back.
Oh my gosh. Little Ika is so
I know,
cute.
little Ika. I know, but we have an even more important mission this time round. Lord Finan has already set the date to campaign against Aquila. You're right. At least I can still afford to get lost in thought once in a while. Oh, ancestors. Please wait for just a bit longer. The time I spent in the grove deserves some reminiscence.
Okay. It is almost 1930. And I did say that I have to be done by 8. And I don't know how long this quest is gonna be. So I am going to halt the quest right here. Because I believe this is a pretty good middle point. Or maybe just like a good stopping point at the very least. And yeah, how do I get... Oh, no, wrong. Okay, yeah, it's gonna drag. Yeah. Because, like, we're like almost 3 hours
Be
in.
grateful for all this clamor.
And
that is the sound of thoughts clashing.
and we're not even... Where are we? Dawn Cloud. Oh. Okay. So, yeah, you know, a lot of talking. Yeah. We're like almost 3 hours in and we haven't even got to Aglaea, the sky titan thing. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yes, we haven't even gone there. So I've already expected that this is gonna be pretty long. So yes, I do need to go pretty like in an hour, but like, you know, I would like to take like some time off and relax while I wait. What is this? Oh, L1. So yeah, I think... Right story. What the heck? Okay. Okay. Okay, we'll do that later, once I'm alone. Okay, next week, I will continue on with this story quest. And I will finish it next week. I think 3 streams should be enough. I don't know. I have no idea. Next week I'm also thinking of playing Stray, which is a cat game. A stray cat in a city where stray cats shouldn't exist, or something along those lines. Yeah, if you guys haven't joined the Discord, come join the Discord, and as per usual and everything. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.